And that's your Rush Block. A quick look at your top stories. Weather, traffic in 5 minutes or less. A Michigan third grader stopped from taking her school picture over her hair. It's a story that's generated hundreds of comments. Many of you joining the conversation on our 11 Alive Facebook page. Continue to weigh in. Use that hashtag MorningRushATL as we break it down. That was Marian Scott right there. Again, 8 years old. And she said she cried and felt singled out when school officials would not allow her to take her photo because of the red extensions in her hair. Now, the school says it actually violates the dress code because it's not her natural hair color. Meanwhile, her dad says neither he nor Marian knew of this policy. Take a listen.
If they at least would have reached out to us and said, hey, come get her, she's got a hair issue, we need you to change it. That's not allowed. I can show you in the handbook. They didn't even go to those extents.
Now, the school did release a statement to NBC News saying that they take great care to make the parents aware of these policies ahead of time. But meanwhile, you can just see the range of conversation that we've had going on our page. Again, this is a charter school. We want to make that clear. And that is what Melissa's point is right here. She says it's not a public school. Delaney, however, just throwing her support behind Marian and her family, saying she'd be happy to fly up and take her pictures. Absolutely ridiculous, she calls it. A lot of people not happy with how the school handled it, whether they side with the family or not and following the rules or not. That point is really sticking out online this morning, guys.
All right. The school also says an automated call went out to parents reminding them about this code. But you know, this little girl, see, that's the thing. These are little children who are so impressionable, and this little girl will never forget what happened to her. Yes, retakes are happening next month, but I mean, she's standing in the hallway watching all of her friends get their pictures taken. She's told she couldn't represent the school, couldn't get her picture taken that day. I mean, I would almost say have the girl take the picture, right? But don't use it. Talk to the parents and have her retake the photo in November so that she doesn't feel singled out. Yeah. And it doesn't ruin her day. I mean, she's a third grader.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope because you do one, you're going to make way for everybody. All these come down, and the school did what they were supposed to do. They put it on the call, they have it in the handbook. It's the parents' responsibility to know that and so forth and so on. So parents play a role in this, but it all comes down to how it's handled.
Yeah,
it always comes down to that sensitivity thing, the training, or whatever the case may be. You're right. A third grader, is that how you really handle that? Yeah. You know, is there a better way to handle it? Absolutely. I don't know about taking the picture per se, but there's a better way to handle it.
What's the harm in taking the picture?
Well, because
they're already snapping.
But I think if you let one do it, it opens up the door for a whole bunch of other things. I think the rules are the rules, and you got to stick by them.
But not using it. What about, you know, that's taking the picture and not using it later on, and having the girl retake the picture.
But a lot of the kids won't know that that wasn't being used, and next year they'll say, well, she was able to have her red hair, we're going to do blue, we're going to do green. I agree with Chesley. The parents should know, hey, we're putting something different. It's a charter school, but again, you do need a teacher to step up and then handle it differently, like Chesley says.
Yeah, well, their rules definitely are strict. I mean, they're strict even on the color of the headbands. Only white, navy, hunter green, or black. So they got to know the rules. But a local photographer said she'll take her picture. So hopefully this ends on a happy note. She'll get a beautiful picture when she gets to retake them in November.